I am the beginning and the end. I am only as limited as the infinite possibilities that exist. I am the beginning and the end. I am only as limited as the infinite possibilities that exist. I am the beginning and the end. I am only as limited as the infinite possibilities that exist. I am the beginning and the end. I am only as limited as the infinite possibilities that exist. Beginning and the end. I am only as limited as the infinite possibilities that exist. I'm riding high. Yeah. I'm riding high.
Yeah. I'm riding high. Clocks past the lies, through the smoke, through the skies, I'm riding high. I lit the blunt and broke the timeline. Slipped through centuries like vinyl grooves, back when the Sankofa flew. And Harriet moved without GPS. Just God and grit, I saw Malcolm in mid-speech, eyes sharp as prophecy. Huey in a chair, black leather, black stare, black power in the air. I'm riding high, through slave ships and spaceships, cotton fields and cold scripts. We built pyramids and firewalls, sang spirituals and algorithms. Don't tell me we ain't divine. I passed Rosa on the bus, she nodded like keep going. I passed Nina on the mic, she hummed young, gifted and black and glowing. I'm riding high, through red lines and headlines, through crack times and hashtags, through Tuskegee lies and TikTok cries, through every I can't breathe that still survives. I saw Black Wall Street burn, then rise again in crypto slang. I saw plantations morph into prison with a brand name. I'm riding high, past the pain, past the shame, past the system built to tame. I'm riding high on the backs of those who ran so I could fly. I saw the future and it looked like us. Afros in orbit, justice to code, love that don't need permission to explode. I'm riding high, not just lifted, liberated, not just faded, activated. I'm riding high because time ain't linear when your soul's been calibrated. I'm riding high on karma, not just puffing ganja. Wings on my back, but the world's still on drama. Peace in my chest, but I still got my llama. Riding on a dub, but the streets still shove. Searching through the smoke for a little real love. No regrets in my review, just lessons in flame. I've been baptized in struggle, now I'm spitting God's name. Past the club, past the hype, past the flesh and the flex. I'm riding high on truth, you better get with it. I'm riding high. I'm riding high.
They are trying to divide us, trying to keep us down. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer, pitting the white against the black and brown. We must keep going, can't stop, won't stop. They whisper in algorithms, code bias in the blunt stream of machines, teach steel and silicone to fear our skin, to erase our names, to mimic our voices, but not our pain. We must keep going, can't stop, won't stop. They automate the harvest, but never feed the hands. They digitalize the dream, but deny us the land. They say future, but mean fortress. Say progress, but mean profit. Say diversity, but mean decor. We must keep going, can't stop, won't stop. They build towers of Dana on the backs of our story. Scrape our slang, our rhythm, our range, then sell it back to us with a subscription fee. They want our culture, but not our cousins, our brilliance, but not our bodies, our labor, but not our lives. We must keep going, can't stop, won't stop. They say learn to code, pivot, adapt. But we've been adapting since chains and ships, since red lines and raids, since schools with no heat and jobs with no future. We've been the algorithm of survival. The original machine learning was our grandmother's prayers and our father's silence. We must keep going, can't stop, won't stop. They try to make us compete for crumbs, for clicks, for clean air, they say. There's not enough, but we know there's too much hoarding, too much gated, too much stolen. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. We are not surplus, we are soul. We are not obsolete, we are origin. We are not neglect. We are the ghost in the machine, the breath in the circuit, the beat in the silence. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. So when they try to divide us by pigment, by passport, by pronoun, by polity, we remember, we are not the problem, we are the prophecy. We are not the error, we are the equation. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. We the people, we must keep going. Are the power. When our movements are united, we must keep going. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. Whoa. We must keep going. Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Yo.
Digital veins pumping neon light. Circuit board hard in the dead of night. System override. I'm losing control. Silicon dreams taking over my
I'm gonna tell you a story right now. It's a story that is strange indeed, but I'm gonna tell it as it was told to me while sitting under a tree with Johnny Appleseed and Barney. While sitting there on a tuffet, Johnny introduced me to Freddie, Mary Jane, and Little Miss Muffet. Before she began her yawn, along came the spider and slid down beside her and said, "What's in the bag, bitch?" This Anansi motherfucker was a trip, and without skipping a beat, Miss Muffet said, "It's chronic, freak." She lit a fat-ass blunt and filled her lungs. Then she exhaled her tail, begun. She said, "Once upon a time, there was a girl named Red from the hood. She lost her way in the woods. They couldn't see the forest for the trees. So while sitting on a stump, smoking what smelled like stunk, she was accosted by 3 little pigs. One said it was a rash of burglaries and Hansel and Gretel's house got trashed. Another one said Red matched the description of the gingerbread man. Red hip to the game, peeped the lame's wolf and fox routine. With each toke I took, I felt like I was falling deeper into a nursery rhyme book. It was as though I was on a magic carpet ride. No, listen, I was high. As the story grew, so did the characters too. Peter Piper picked a pepper, and I was too high to reason why I definitely couldn't multiply. Like I said, I was high. All I know is the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker fucked up the flow. So I said, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo." Light it, puff, puff, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Besides, Alice kept talking about this wonderland. She was a strange hoe, I must declare, and wouldn't stop saying, "Fuck Mary, Mary, little lamb," as she grabbed my hand, pulling me down a K-hole, lickety-split. We both seen the white rabbit. It wasn't Peter, Bugs, or Tricks, but it was dressed to the nines, wearing a Rolex and red bottom kicks. It started snowing, but you felt the dragon's breath. Little boy blues dead on arrival. I was hoping I wasn't next. I don't know, I started to feel his chronic was strong. Alice was turning me on. Looking through that looking glass, I must admit, she had a fat ass. I wanted to hit it, but 3 blind mice were watching and I had class. Alice was no Cinderella or Goldilocks, nor an ugly duckling or Mother Goose, and she certainly didn't live in a shoe. With so many children, she didn't know what to do. Alice reminded me more of Betty Boop. Man, I didn't know what to do. But then all of a sudden, these 3 little blind mice began to sing. It was full of glee. They told me about Snow White and these 7 dwarfs. I won't get into all their names. Actually, I was lost. The story became so convoluted, or I was simply suited. I sat there, leaning back. I didn't know if it was the chronic. Then Peter Piper all of a sudden started. gonna tell you a story right now. It's a story that is strange indeed. I'm gonna tell it as it was told to me while sitting under a tree with Johnny Appleseed and Barney. I'm gonna tell you a story right now. 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 I'm gonna tell you a story right now.
Close your eyes and see it. Close your eyes and see. Close your eyes and see it. Close your eyes and see it. See like never before. Close your eyes and see it. Close your eyes and see like never before. Close your eyes and see it. See like never before.
They can't see me. I'm standing right here. Children of the sun need love. They can't see me. They can't see us. Children of the sun need love. Black transparency, or the inability to see that which contradicts their humanity. They can't see me. They can't see us. Children of the sun need love. If I scream out in pain, would you know my name? It's not boy or even James. It's been forgotten, beaten from us, forgotten. We sing and we dance, both applauded and laughed at. But they can't see us for who we are. Only caricatures for amusement. They abuse me. Children of the sun need love. We stand up, we kneel down, we capitulate, we play the clown, we take the higher ground. They shoot us down. They can't see me. When I hail down taxis, they can't see me. Black silhouettes, target practice. They can't see me unless on the nightly news. They can't see us. The children of the sun need love.
Tide's been talking between whispering names, long erased from textbooks, etched instead in coral and bone, in the hush between waves. Before Columbus carved lies into maps, before borders were drawn like scars, we were here, not as shadows, not as slaves, but as stars. Mansion, Abu Bakari's fleet, gold sails glided west, chasing the sun like it owed him answers. Africa didn't wait to be discovered. She crossed oceans with rhythms in her hull and memory in her mast. Olmec heads carved with lips like ours, cheekbones that remember the drum. Jaguar people, mother culture, they danced with us before the silence came. We planted yams in soils that knew our names. We sang in tongues that aid the wind falls. We braided gnats into our hair, left breadcrumbs in the stars for those who forget and need to find their way back. But But time got colonized, got shackled, got rewritten, and we got renamed. Got boxed in a census code and auction blocks. Got told we arrived in chains when we came in ships of our own making. Still we rise, smooth as island breeze, sharp like sugar cane cutting back. We rise in the rhythm of every protest footstep, and every bass line that blends the air towards truth. We rise in the huts of grandmothers stirring pots, with stories folded into the scheme. We rise in the sway of hips that carry generations, and the humble voices that refuse to forget. This ain't just history, it's prophecy. It's the bleak beneath the beat. It's the whisper in a steel pen. The echo in the calm of the truth and the rhythm. We are the salt from the ocean, the ice in the soil. I know that breath in the air, no, they never wrote for us. And now we remember the ships before the chains, the names before the numbers, the God before the gospel. Remember the fire before it was called rebellion, the dance before it was called resistance, but love before it was outlawed. So play that beat, let it roll like thunder, softened by rain. Let it carry the memory of every ancestor who walks this land before it was stolen. Let it be smooth, let it be sharp, let it be true, let it be ours. Because we ain't just here, we've been here. We ain't just surviving, we're remembering, we're reclaiming, we're rising to the rhythm of soul, water memory. We've been here, we're still here. We rise like tides, soul in the blood, stars in the sky, truth in the drum fire.